Today, another update on student government and a good deed on campus. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Hello Ospreys, I'm Taylor Johnson. You're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. Senate President Caitlin Ramirez scheduled an emergency meeting to validate election results in 2 forums to discuss the pending articles of impeachment on Attorney General Matthew Harris. The impeachment forums will take place in the Senate chambers today at 1 p.m. and Wednesday, November 19th at 6:30 p.m. These forums follow an interrupted motion to vote on impeaching Harris on November 12th. In her Senate update, Ramirez says the emergency Senate meeting is to validate election results because they were unable to on November 12th. To Ramirez, this was, quote, because Senate President Pro Tempore Shamari Gloster improperly adjourned the meeting, end quote. The emergency Senate meeting is scheduled for November 17th at 7:30 p.m. On November 6th, UNF student Rose Valero went to pick up her laundry from the Landing Laundry Room only to find that her clothes were gone. She then posted on the University of North Florida Class of 2018 Facebook page asking for them to return the clothes and she couldn't afford more clothes. Later that same day, an unknown Good Samaritan knocked on Valero's door and handed her a note with $20 tucked inside. This was for her to be able to buy clothes in the meantime. Here's what students thought about this good deed.
That was really sweet. I think that was really sweet of the person whoever did that. That was really, really sweet to give her the $20.
I think that's cool. I wouldn't pay for someone's clothes, but that's a nice gesture. I don't have money or time for that.
So far, 212 people have liked Valero's post detailing the deed of a Good Samaritan who did a surprising act to help a fellow Osprey. All right, guys, it's time to see what's going to happen with the weather this weekend. Let's toss it over to Alex Kratz.
Good morning, UNF. I'm Alex Kratz here with your Spinnaker weather update. Fireplaces may be in high demand this weekend, Ospreys. As you can currently see, it is mostly sunny, but we will only be getting a high of 59 degrees. Northwest winds will be coming in at 11 to 13 miles per hour as well, making it feel even cooler. And tonight, it will get down to a crisp 47 degrees, so bundle up and stay warm in this chillier weather. Surfers, if you're considering surfing in this cooler climate, Surfline reports that waves will be weak overall for the Jacksonville Beach area with only 1 to 2 foot waves. As for this weekend, it will be mostly sunny. There are a few slight chances of rain on Sunday, but highs will be in the 60s and lows in the 40s to 50s all weekend. Well, that's it for today's weather update. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Alex. And now for your weekend sports update, let's toss it to Alex Gatlin.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Alex Gatlin, here with your Spinnaker Sports Report. With multiple teams playing this weekend, there's plenty of action to check out. Today, the men's and women's cross-country teams traveled to Tallahassee for the NCAA South Regional. The women's race began just a few minutes ago at 9, and the men's race begins at 10. As for action at home, the volleyball team takes on Florida Gulf Coast at 7 p.m. The men's basketball team kicks off the season as they travel to Columbia to take on the Gamecocks of South Carolina at 7 p.m. ASUN men's soccer action continues tonight as the Ospreys travel to Lipscomb for the semifinal round of the conference tournament. Game time is scheduled for 8 p.m. Tomorrow, the volleyball team plays host to the Hatters of Stetson at 3 p.m. And the women's basketball team takes to the court for the first time this season. They will play host to the Georgia State at home at 7 p.m. That's it for your sports report. Back to you, Taylor.
Thanks, Alex. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Alex Kratz and Alex Gatlin, I'm Taylor Johnson. Have a great day, UNF.